just having a hard time steering this thing. We borrowed it from some really good friends, and it's so funny to watch him. He has a scared look on his face. Where did he go? Huh? Where'd he go? Did you find a bunny? Did you? Time to clean.
Yes, it is.
Now we want to tell you that in order to pace yourselves when you have a homestead, you just do things in small increments. So this morning, we came out.
What about if it's big things?
We cleaned that great big barn on that whole side, inside, swept it, all the cobwebs.
Why did we do that?
Because we're gonna bring our stuff here today.
We needed a clean place to put it, so
yeah.
We cleaned it out so we could have it clean and ready to go.
And then we came in, oh, sorry, I probably made you dizzy. Came out and started making this clean. Oliver Wilson, get over here. He likes to go play with the really big dogs that have horns. Yeah, come on. So we started cleaning out in here, and now this is our project. This is the coop. I'll see if I can show it to you. It's kind of dark. First thing we need to do is figure out how to open that door and clean out. It's good size. So, okay. Have no idea how old these things might be, but this is a feeder, and these things are expensive, so we'll just clean this baby up.
I'm gonna go get a
Crowbar.
Well, I don't have a crowbar to go get. I'm gonna go get a hammer and one other implement, and I'll get that door off, and then we can take the fork and throw stuff out.
Cool.
There's not much that has to happen. I mean, we need to build some stuff.
We need to build stuff. We need to.
We don't have any build stuff with. Well, we do have hammers.
We need to put fresh bedding in here. We kind of want this to be ready because we want to get chicks as soon as we get back. Well, we were gonna go get mass, but there didn't seem to be much chicken feces in there. It was pretty fresh. I'm not sure how many chickens were in here, but it's all cleaned out now. And what we're doing, I'll take you right out the chicken door. The really nice thing is the bottom of this is all concrete. So we have to repair this little place right here where gremlins can get in, and make sure that we have the roof sealed, which is metal, and that should really keep our chickens pretty safe, which is great. We're going to be doing them in chickshaws and in portable ones, but we need them to have a stationary place also, so that if there's ever something that, you know, in the cold and this and that, then that's what we'll do. So I took some of this and dumped it into this manure place, corral that's been sitting here all this time, that's super rich in manure, and we need to add all kinds of supplements to that to make it not so rich, even if it's for chickens to skirt around, you know. What we're thinking about is putting a cover crop in here and letting the chickens run around in here and have a good time. Gonna go dump this into the same area. And look at that dog just sitting there watching. Make quick work of that. So it's been a half an hour and we finished cleaning out the chicken coop, at least the first part of it. Okay, tell the story.
There were 2 lawnmowers left in our little barn. One of them was old and the other was beyond old. This is the one that's beyond old, and I was told it didn't work at all. I worked on the one that was newer, replaced everything.
$55.
Can't get it started.
$55.
Like $55 I spent for parts and on and on. This one I poured a little bit of gas into it, cranked it a few times, and it started and ran.
And we were shocked.
I'm speechless almost.
So I'm going to show you a before, and then later we'll see an after of the center here. I have it all on paper of how I'm going to make this circle. See the circle in the center of our driveway. So they've had wood here and some kind of a mulch, and then it's full of weeds, and so they had this be their flower area. However, I'm having the whole design take into account flowers and perennials, and so I'm going to start pulling this out because it's not part of my plan. However, this beautiful tree will stay. The wooden tree, yeah, as opposed to I don't know what. This tree is not blooming at all, so we're going to take that tall tree out and just leave the red bush. Someone can tell me what this plant is. It's really pretty. I like it. It's got kind of variegated red, but this one is not part of it and it's dead, so that tree will actually come out. And then we have over here another little tree bush which very much resembles the hazelnut tree that's over there. So I'll have to find out if this is a hazelnut also. Hazelnuts grow in Oregon. They're one of the capital of hazelnut. And one of the renters that lived here before planted a hazelnut tree right over there, and 2 peach trees. One of the peach trees still took, one of them did not. But this tree very much resembles that tree. So these 3 trees will stay. Everything else is coming out of here, and then I'll implement the trees into my design. Okay, that little workhorse just did most of this front lawn, and underneath the, I'm so tired. It's not self-propelled like most lawnmowers. I don't know how old it is. I'm sure it's as old as we are. Don't you think, Jim? I mean, seriously. Oh my goodness. And we were able to remove the wood. He removed the wood. We're removing the black right now. And mowed down all those weeds, because we tried to pull them and man, they were like in cement. So we're really, really excited about this. Thank you, little thing. His name is Mark. Mark 22. Whatever that is, it's a workhorse. It's called the Wizard. I believe it. But it takes every bit of energy you have to push it, and it is not ergonomically correct. Okay, I'm gonna go get little guy in the shovel. I have all different pattern that goes out, and it has lanes that go out to another one. Remember me showing it to you on the paper?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, how are we getting it from this to that? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I was gonna put the chickens on it to clean it all out, to get all this beautiful grass out.
Okay, so it's good. Chickens are...
We've never used, we just have them out during the day, hon. We've never had a premier fence. We just have not been able to afford the fence or the power, the charger for it, and we will. But we never ever had one on our other two homesteads, and we didn't free range on our first homestead. We didn't even know about free ranging then.
Well, we would have lost them all.
We would have lost them all, that's true. Not until we got our dog.
Yeah.
But we just used fence for them in Oregon, and I think we'll just paddock some of this area off, put them in here during the day, let them clean it up, and move them to the next area. We also, exciting, at the farmer's market today, met a couple from my ancestors' hometown, and they have red wattles, and they're gonna, so we bought some of their pork, but they also are going to, they want us to come out and visit their farm. They're our age, or
around there. He's retired.
Retired, so yeah, right around there.
They pasture their pigs.
Yep.
In paddocks.
In paddocks, yes. And they're gonna sell us a couple of wiener pigs. So we're gonna get a couple of red wattles. We'll get them at 2 months old. And we're very excited about that. And the price was so good compared with what we were used to, even in the West. So really, really excited.
Okay, change of plans on the chips we've taken out of here. We're gonna go ahead and put them into the chicken run, not run, but in their coop inside on the ground as new covering. They're probably about as clean as anything we could hope for anyway, but definitely a very good use of them. The chickens will add a lot to them. There is a hummingbird. Hey, little guy. Chickens will add a lot of good to them. And then when we move it out of the chicken coop and on to the compost pile, it'll be in great shape. So that'll be good stuff. We're gonna have this cleaned up looking good here in just a jiffy.
I think that's a great use of wood chips.
Very good use of it.
The old fairy tale, I guess it's Rapunzel, where he was spinning straw into gold, and that's what this feels like. Taking these wood chips and being able to reuse them, that's money. So we actually are turning this mess into gold.
Combining them with the chicken manure and urine that's going to be dropped on them in that coop, letting that set, bringing it out, putting it in the compost pile. With patience, we'll have great soil. So this is the circle garden. As you can see, what's been out here in the middle is pulled up, and it's ready now for our chickens, once we get them, to start working it over.
The whole thing.
So
we put stakes in to kind of start getting a circle and figuring it all out. Anyway, huge progress.
eventually there are going to be paths and garden plots throughout this circle area.
I've got all the plants figured out, and I'm sure there's more that I'll do. So I'm learning about so many things you can plant here in Missouri that you can't plant other places. So it's pretty cool.